Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Shane from Rockabouts Sound. In today's video, we're going to be checking out how to make this machine gun bass in Serum, and this is what it sounds like. So, really heavy sound here. If you guys like that sound, make sure you guys consider clicking that like button. You don't have to, but you know, it just helps your boy Shane out here with the tuts. And guys, if you're new here, please also consider clicking that subscribe button. You know, you're missing out if you're not already subscribed, because you know we got the best Serum tutorials on YouTube, and who wants to miss out on that? Anyways, guys, about last video, the thumbnail mix-up. All right, I know now that it was Prototype that I put on there, even though it was an Ulical, I still can't pronounce his name, video. So yeah, basically this is what happened. I just went onto Google Images, you know, trying to find a nice catchy thumbnail pic, and I'm like, alright, Ulical Dubstep. Alright, so I guess Ulical some game map or something, I don't know. So anyways, third image that picks up, Prototype. Alright, I didn't know that's what Prototype looked like. So I'm like, oh, this must be Ulical. Stuck that bad boy in. Oh my gosh, hours later, just roasts coming from everywhere. Dack Janiels, everyone in the comment section. I'm like, alright guys, I'm sorry. So I ended up just changing it around, switching it up. I didn't even know that's what it looked like, so definitely not going to make that mistake again. Dack Janiels, he's literally the reason why I made this tutorial, because he makes those machine gun basses, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and kick it into gear and start learning how to make these things, alright, because it's actually really simple. We're going to start off going to our basic shapes, and we're going to select our saw waveform, our sawtooth, alright? And basically, we're just going to be running some basic frequency modulation, nothing too special here. So we're going to turn on oscillator B, and we're also going to go to basic shapes, and we're also going to select our sawtooth waveform. So to start things off, we're going to go into oscillator A's warp selection, and we're going to select frequency modulation from B. And let's just turn down oscillator B's level, alright? That way we're not getting the extra output from oscillator B when we are literally just running the sound as the host from oscillator A. So let's go ahead and turn up frequency modulation, see what it sounds like. Alright, that's pretty bad sounding. So we're just going to turn up the octave up to, and now we get that nice kind of sync kind of sound. It sounds really nice. Harmonics, but it's way overused nowadays. Let's go ahead, especially in Getter's music, but you know, all love to Getter, gotta love the guy's style. So let's go into our warp selection for oscillator B, and we're gonna select window full. So this is a sync formula here. As you can see, we're just entering in more copies of the waveform, therefore giving the effect of increasing the octave, but we're also almost X-fading these sides around here. It's definitely compressing the waveform on the sides down quite a bit to almost make it look like a sine waveform. But anyways, we're just going to turn this up, the sync window up. And as you can hear, we're starting to get that really gritty sound that we're kind of going for. So we're going to start our modulation processes. And if we think about a machine gun, all right, we got and boom, we are modulating the amplitude, all right? So we got the sound isn't just dynamic where it just goes or I mean like static where it's just one straight thing. We got to modulate this bad boy. We're going to turn down the level all the way down to 0, and we're just going to turn this up 100%, why not? And here we can just kind of create a nice simple shape like, oh oops, what did I do? I did a little something like this. Put it on trigger, and I actually put it on triplets. So I went to 1/16 triplet, I think. Yeah, that's what I did. And here we're actually going to go into our sync or the warp selection, and or our warp knob, I should say, and we're going to modulate this up. Okay, so I think you guys can kind of get the sense of where we're kind of taking the sound right now. There's actually no filter going to be applied in here. So let's go ahead and move into our effects section. Number 1 on the effects chain, we're going to go into distortion. You guys can't have a dirty dubstep bass without the distortion, alright? I actually don't know a single dirty dubstep bass that doesn't have distortion. All right, you gotta have it. It's just like one of the key requirements when you're making this kind of music. So we're just gonna boost this drive all the way. Sounds kind of goofy now. Let's turn that down a bit. All right, not too shabby. Let's turn on our compressor, multiband. We gotta smooth this bad boy out a bit. Multiband, select it on. That way we're really gonna even out these frequencies. Turn up the gain. That's really gonna squash it down and make it really heavy sounding, or more than it was before. Okay, let's go into our filter now. Filter, this is really what is going to create our machine gun-ish sound. We're gonna go into our combs, which can be found in the miscellaneous section, and we're gonna select combs. All right, let's begin to turn on this cutoff. Okay, not too bad. I'm just gonna move this up here. I'm like OCD about this stuff. I'm sorry. It's a little obnoxious, but that's the way I am. We gotta turn up the resonance. And as you can hear, as we turn up the resonance, it's almost like we're doing this on the reverb filter. The resonance is adding in a lot more space to the sound and also adding in an extra tail. It makes it perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that drive all the way down here, and then to finish things off, we can either throw on a hyper and our dimension maybe as well. So we're gonna turn on the dimension size to about 2%, and the mix up, let's say like 25%. And then since it is like a machine gun, you know, we do have to have some kind of space in the sound. All right, we're not just shooting it into space. Actually, there's no oxygen in space, so there's no air, so it's impossible for any sound to get through because there's nowhere for the sound waveforms to vibrate. So I don't know why I just said that. It's almost like there's no room, it's just empty. All right, but there is air. And that's how you make this bass. It's really simple. I advise you guys to mess around. I encourage you guys, not advise. Maybe go back to the saw waveform, maybe do a square. See, there's a lot that you guys can do, and I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful. If you guys did, you know what to do. Click that like button and also click that subscribe button. It's all up to you guys. I'm not forcing you guys, just do it. Alright, maybe I was a little bit forceful there, but alright guys, I'm actually like mad tired right now, so I'm gonna go take a little nap-a-rooney, and I will catch you guys in the next video.